Hey guys, welcome back. Today we got this tire machine to get taken care of. I've been looking for one for quite a while. Handful of months. Everybody wants $1,000 for a broken one. I managed to pick this up for $300. The price of a Lincoln welder. And yes, it does not work. We hooked up shop air to it. And it's dumping out, well, it looks like a volume control valve or a volume chamber. And the hose is bad. But for the price, can't complain. Gonna get it vacuumed out, and then I'm gonna pressure wash it and get it in the garage with the crane we desperately stuffed back on the truck in an hour and a half. Because something like this does not stay available for very long. Now let's get this cleaned up. This little Milwaukee pack out shop vac, this thing works amazing. Let's get this thing cleaned out. There we go. Got it vacuumed out good enough. A lot of bottle caps in here. And a bunch of walnuts. Let's get this thing pressure washed and see what it's actually looking like. Let's get it cleaning. Let's get this bedside folded down. Okay guys, we got it in here. Relatively easy. Usually I just use the skid steer, but I blew out a hose yesterday and they haven't got it made up for me yet. Okay guys, well we're back on this tire machine. I lost a good chunk of footage because my phone just died. But, so, we had a mouse nest there, popped it apart because I hooked it up to air after freeing up the, that valve down there. It was full of water and like sludge. Only to find out the main air pneumatic motor was seized. Yeah. This is why you use an air dryer on your equipment, people. Water does not play too kind. I did get it freed up, so it is working good. I can't get this pulley off. It is just not cooperating. So it is free. Hopefully the vanes are free in there. I can guarantee I'll probably bust it trying to break that free. So we're gonna see how it goes without popping that off. If it comes down to it, it's gonna need a motor anyway, and I will have to get that off one way or another. But now we are free. Need to work the vanes around a little bit, clean it out. But things are working. The rim clamp opens and closes just fine. And it does hold pressure now, up to 120 PSI, which is what my air compressor's over there is set to regulate at. I removed this, this was the feed hose, and yeah, it was leaking in a whole bunch of places. So I butchered one of my Flexzilla air hoses to tap in down there and get it situated. I'm glad it's freed up with just opening one side. Okay guys, we got that pneumatic motor back in. We still got a couple little leaks here and there. We still got a couple leaks. That bead breaker valve back there is leaking pretty bad. But it does take pressure. Bring it back when the air compressor's done. Okay guys, with that leak, we don't have enough capacity to talk for very long before we get the compressor kicking back on. But it does work. We got function there. What we do not have yet is the bead breaker. Just hisses when I push the engage button. We do have function there, and the bead blaster. Got function there too. So, all we got to get going is the bead breaker. Okay guys, same video for you, different day for me. Due to the issues we had with that motor being seized from water getting in the system, I definitely picked up this air dryer and oiler setup here. And it's got a spot for it to bolt right there where somebody took it off. This is the bead breaker valve. Got to replace the O-rings in them. I tried using what I had on hand, and the old ones were in such poor shape they just crumbled. So I couldn't get an actual size. But ordering this was like $8, no big deal. Now you got to fish them all down into their little grooves. Every time there's air hooked up, we have a leak because there is a crack in the rod itself. So I have to order a new one. before we can actually really put it to use. But table turns, clamp works, bead breaker works. We have a regulator and dryer set up right here, and our oiler. We cleaned up the original lube bucket, filled with some soapy water. This is a Coates model 5060A, fully pneumatic rim clamp tire changer. I've been looking for a tire changer for quite a few months at a good price because I have a lot of tires that I get nails and punctures in after business hours, so that delays the next day of work. And tire shops around me don't like to mount used tires. I don't like to buy new if I can save a few bucks on getting some factory takeoffs. So, the places that do used tires will charge you 25 to 30 bucks just for mounting each tire individually. I put a set of BFG all-terrains on my truck, a used set, and it cost me more to get them mounted than it did for me to buy them. So, this right here will make life a lot easier. Gauge works, needle's broken, just got to get it mounted back up in there. On this machine, the bead breaker seal, or the bead breaker valve, down in there, it's not bolted down right now. If you can see it, right there. It's not bolted down, but it needed all new seals because the old ones turned to, well, jelly, essentially. Our turntable valve right there has a cracked rod, so that's on order right now. Clamp works. Turntable spins over fine. Bead breaker now works, though I haven't taken any tires off with it yet, because we lose air quite quick through the control valve for the motor itself. To the point that my little Air America 120 compressor can't keep up. And I had to get the big black back situated, put a different motor on it with a different pulley. We went from 3 inches to 5.5 inches on the driven pulley to get that 2-stage pump spinning up at proper RPM. Now that works great. We get about 165 PSI, and not quite sure of the CFM because it's supposed to have a 6.5 horse motor, and that's only a 5. And we're down about 100 RPM. But compared to about 2.9 CFM at 120 PSI, we should be much closer to what that tire machine requires. Manual states that this needs 150 PSI at 15 CFM for continuous use. Our tank right here is a 6-gallon, roughly. The machine's rated at 200 PSI. So, we're good on that. As for if we're actually going to be able to use this thing, only time will tell. I put a new belt on here. Put a few new air lines on. Because this stuff's cheap. It's like 15 bucks for 40 foot of it. And I won't have to worry about it again. I replaced the air lines that run in for the bead breaker, since it's hand controlled here. And I was thinking, since I've got a little bit of downtime waiting on that new valve block, that maybe I should paint it. It is quite crusty. And I do have some red, some primer laying around. So let's paint this thing up, make it look pretty decent. Might as well, I already have the paint. And I'm stuck waiting. And yes, I'm actually going to be hand sanding this entire thing because it's 2 in the morning and I don't think my neighbors would take too kindly to air orbital sander doing a bunch of work. it gives me something to do. Definitely got to pop the 4 bolts holding that pedal cover off, because that's pretty crusty down there. Got to get that cleaned up. Okay, guys, here we go. Fully reassembled. The rim protector clamp guards are on. I got to take one tire off right here as a test. Then it's time to put a new set of rear tires on my car. Let's test this thing out. Compressor kicked off. Okay, tire's empty. Speed breaker works good. Let's get this tire popped off the car. Not a lot of tread left on this guy. Got a lot of cracking too. Violet. Tire machine worked flawlessly. Little rim savers did a good job keeping my rims from getting marred up. Just got to go get these balanced and we're good to go. All in, this is cheaper than one new tire for my truck. Well worth picking it up. Thanks for watching, everybody. Take care.